Now, as everybody knows, I've been creating a website using ChatGPT content, and I've run into a strange bug, or if it's not a bug, it's certainly part of the feature. And what it shows is that ChatGPT is plagiarizing itself. And over the course of maybe 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 pages, Google's AI or Google's ranking algorithm will be easily able to detect this. And I have proof for it. I'll show you how it's so simple that even you can do it, and you can detect, you can get this text out of ChatGPT, you can paste it, and you can see that ChatGPT is outputting the same text for different queries. So instead of it's not even rewriting the text that it's putting out multiple times. It's just spitting out the same text with minor changes. So maybe like there's 2 or 3% change to the text. Otherwise, it's absolutely the same. So when I went back and I looked at my website, I looked at all the pages, I figured out that ChatGPT was putting out almost the same content across all of the pages. And I'm going to show you that real quick. So, and before I do, like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll get right into it. Go ahead and I'll start by asking it about the Bronx Zoo. So I'll go ahead and say, tell me about the Bronx Zoo. And see, I'm doing this live so that you guys can see this. This is in real time. So yeah, I'm not messing around with anything. I'm not playing around. I'm not, there's no mumbo jumbo going on. And just asking it a straight question. And I'm going to ask it 3 questions about the Bronx Zoo. And I'm going to show you just what it outputs. So tell me about the Bronx Zoo. It's gone ahead. It's done all its stuff. I'll go ahead and ask it I'll ask it about the history of the Bronx Zoo. So tell me about the history of the Bronx Zoo. And I'll go ahead, I'll spit this out real quick. And as you can already tell, this is a lot like what it has given me out previously. But we'll go ahead and check that out too. Just go ahead and maximize this. We'll go ahead and check that out too, because obviously there's something going on here. And you guys can tell me if you're running into the same bug or the same issue that I'm running into. Okay, so I'm going to just ask it another question. Where is the Bronx Zoo located? All right, so this is a very precise question. I'm asking it about the location of the zoo. And this is a slightly different question. So ideally, it should output a variation of the previous 2 questions. One I've asked, tell me about the Bronx Zoo, tell me about the history of the Bronx Zoo, and where is the Bronx Zoo located, and introduce the Bronx Zoo to a tourist. Now, I went ahead and copied the first one that it generated. I went ahead and pasted it over here. Then the next one, I went ahead and asked it about the history. Obviously, this is going to be a little different. It should be a little different because the prompt is asking about the history. I'll go ahead and hit compare. And as you'll also notice, if I go to this over here, it doesn't really tell me much about the history of the Bronx Zoo. And you guys can pause the video and watch it. But common is 1.54%, so it's 98.46% different, which is okay. But ideally, this would have to be 100% different, because if you look at what's the same, it says a lot of the stuff that it says over here is the same, and it's the same thing. And it starts with the Bronx Zoo, and the Bronx Zoo, the way it starts the sentence is absolutely the same, and this is a very different question. So in one question, I'm asking it about history. The other one, I'm asking it about just a general overview. And then the third one I'm asking it is, where is the Bronx Zoo located? And keep your eye on the common, and the difference is 98.46. And I just want you guys to keep that in mind when I'm running this. I'll hit compare, and the difference here is 93.30. So it's almost, I mean, it's almost the same, but this is less different. So this is like 6.70% common. So it's got more in common with the text. And if I go to the third prompt, which I said introduce the Bronx Zoo to a tourist, which is very similar to what I asked it. What I asked it over here, tell me about the Bronx Zoo, and I'll see. So how does it output with similar prompts? And you see, when you're using this uh, when you're using ChatGPT, you have to keep in mind that there are a million other people that are going to be using it, and if the prompts are going to be similar and the text output are going to be similar, because the prompts are similar, then you're going to run into copy issues. So common is 44.31% and difference is 55.69%. So that is very, very common. And that's a big problem over here. So as you can see, and this is just one prompt. I want you guys to go ahead and use this on different prompts, ask it about different things. I've done it with over 5-6 different things. And it has given me the same thing over and over again. And so I would like you guys to go back and just look at this and tell me if you're getting the same, if you're seeing the same issue, or what you think might be causing this, and leave a comment below. Many people have been fighting me over this, and they're saying, okay, you can use ChatGPT content and it's fine to use ChatGPT content and everything. Google can detect it, but I've just proven that you can detect your own content. It's very easy. You just put this into a copy checker and it's very easy to do. So if you're putting this on and other people are putting this on, you're not only going to run into issues with Google, you're also going to run into copyright issues because there are other people doing it as well. And some genius would have gone out there and copyrighted whatever he produced from ChatGPT. And that, my friends, is why you shouldn't be using ChatGPT content. At least for me, I'm going to hold off on using it until this bug is fixed or if this issue is fixed. For now, I'm not going to use ChatGPT, at least not for content. So if you like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.